Uncle Solution, how are you? Can you please hide my ID for the sake of my former football club, nation, family and friends? I played football at a professional level in England and the United States of America. A friend of mine told me about your platforms. If hear about juju in football, never say there is nothing like that. Juju is being used in different sectors. In agriculture, some use juju to yield bumper harvests. Some artists use juju to have many fans. So why not in football? I am one of those players made it to English Premier Soccer League by using juju. I scored many goals in professional football, both international and at club level. Yet so fame, cash, riches, fans, but having sleepless nights. If it was not injuries, I believe I was going to be one of the all-time best football players to ever come from Africa. I was born and grew up in a country located in Africa, a country I can't mention for its own image. I was born and grew up in the capital city of that country. My father passed away whilst I was still a kid. I was raised by my mother. She was a vendor. She could go to rural areas buying groundnuts and vegetables, coming back and selling in high-density suburbs of the capital city. She could walk up to 12 kilometers, walking, traveling by foot, trying by all means to get money for my upkeep. Life was hard, but my mom was always trying by all means. I went to a local primary school. This is where my talent was discovered. I played for the school's senior whilst I was 9 years. I was the youngest player in that team. Everyone loved me at school. Finished primary school. No any offers from scouts, from football academies, but everyone in the ghetto was supporting and believing in me. Went to secondary school, won many awards. When I was doing my first year, in the second year, I was selected the captain. Since there was no offers from football academies, I started to lose self-confidence. When Liverpool Football Club Academy signed my junior players, the following year, a Crystal Palace overseas scout selected one of my junior players again. Academically, I was not good at school, but only good in playing football. I quit going to school after my mom fell sick. She was my breadwinner. Life began to be more difficult for me. I tried to proceed with my mom's hustle of buying and selling. I used a table which was in the ghetto. I wanted to buy medicine and food. We had no relatives, only mom's friends. One day a friend came to our home informing that there were scouts coming at the school. The school I was formally going. Since I never been selected before, I chose to try using juju, so maybe I can be selected. I wanted to buy medicine for my mother. That's the reason I wanted to be selected. I want to start earning money so that I can afford medicine and food for my mother. I loved her so much. In the company of that friend of mine, we went to consult a traditional healer. The traditional healer was an elderly grandmother. At the count, we drank red liquid, seems to be blood, and he had sex with the grandmother several times. Before the day for trials came, the grandmother gave me a small flower. The flower was not supposed to be seen by anyone. I should put it in a secret place, should be fed with fresh milk. The next year, my mother passed away. We both passed the trials. When the day for the trials came, I and my friends in an American football club groomed me before selling me to a football club in the Premier Soccer League. I moved to United Kingdom. One day I forgot to lock the door where the flower was. Went to the training ground. One of our maids discovered the flower. She was shocked to see a flower filling the whole room. She shouted. My wife ran to where the maid was crying from. She was shocked too. She fainted and passed away. To my surprise, the following match I only played 5 minutes. I pulled a hamstring, failing to gain form again. The club terminated my contract the following year. For now, I am seeing the ghost of my wife say, "Why did you kill me?" But the truth is that I loved my wife. But I don't know what came over me. Fellow Africans, can you please forgive me for what I did? That's my confession. Thank you, Uncle, if you read. Thank you so much for listening to our show today. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe. Don't forget to share with friends. Thank you so much.